Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian and book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. Today I get to share with you this book called When We Ride, written by Rex Ogle. This is the story of Lawson and Benny. They have been best friends for the last 10 years and they are going into their senior year of high school. But as much as they bond over the fact that they are only children with single mothers, they are walking two very different paths as they are preparing to graduate. On one side, Benny is working so hard to keep a job, to do really well in school, and to apply for colleges because he will be the first in his family to go, and he sees the potential that comes from going to college. On the other side, Lawson has turned to dealing drugs in order to get enough money for him and his mom to survive. So he's walking a very dangerous path, first with marijuana and then to harder things. And all through it, Benny, his brother from another mother, is there to support him. Benny's the one with the car, and he's willing to drive Lawson to get what he needs in order to sell the drugs to make the money. But as things get a little bit more dangerous for Lawson, Benny starts to see that because of his brown skin, he might get in more trouble than his light-skinned friend if they were to ever get caught. So he starts to wonder whether this is really the right choice for him. And as the stakes get higher, their choices really begin to matter all the more. So this book is written in verse, which is really compelling, especially for such heavy subject matter. Great for mature young adult readers, especially ones who have any sort of interaction with drugs, with gangs, with violence, with growing up in poverty. So there's a lot of factors coming in here. There is some strong language, which is to be expected with the subject matter. There's also extreme violence that goes into the book. It is told primarily from Benny's perspective in the first person. There's really specific choices made with where the lines of text go. So as you're going through, you find from one month to the next how Benny and Lawson's relationship changes, how their interactions with the world around them change. And this is great for reluctant readers because there is a huge amount of white space on these pages. But even though there's so little text, it is somehow dynamic and reads like a film kind of opening up in front of your eyes. So while there are not a lot of words, they are very specifically chosen for the purpose of the story, and each one has a meaning within the lines of text. So for fans of novels in verse, for fans of heavier literature that really focus on the reality of life for a lot of people, and then the hard choices that come from lifelong friendships when people take different paths. This is a story that will resonate. It will resonate in classrooms and also with individual readers from young adult and up. So because of the content, I would suggest definitely for more mature readers, but it is one that will stand out in the canon of literature for young adults. If this sounds like a great fit for you or for someone you know, I hope you look for it at your favorite bookstore.